All right, I'm gonna go around the outside. So there's 60 of these. There's there are two 4x4s, which are right there. There are three 2x6x16s. There are, I think, oh, there's more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 finishing boards, and there are two 16-foot 2x12s. So not a kick in the shins. Anyways, so on the outside, if we got a lot of cheap labor and we don't know what to do, I'm gonna have people rake a little bit and see if we can rake some of these rocks into a more convenient place. Not that that'll happen, but that's a plan. We're gonna put a wall mount AC unit right there. There's holes already for that. We're going to clean this up, basically just cut that off and then just leave it. That's not something we need to stress about. Over here, nothing really to do. I should make that bigger. Nothing really to do as far as the deck goes. It's pretty solid. Maybe replace that 2x12 with something a little bit better. You see my mess. These doors need to be replaced. They're not good. But they are a specific what do you call them? Measurement. So there's going to need to be some custom fitting as a guard with that. But we need to replace those doors because they're really rotted. Maybe we replace those lamps or get rid of them altogether. That might be a better thing. There needs to be a vent right there. And there needs to be stairs. Also, these holes right here, that was an old vent that didn't need to be there. We're just going to put some concrete in that. Anyways, so there needs to be stairs here, or put up a railing so people can't use it, but I would recommend maybe putting the 2 stairs. We can possibly use some of the deck boarding that we already have, but as it stands, it's fine. Same back here. So on the side of or I guess these neighbors, there is a hole for an AC unit. I haven't measured, but the one that you've already bought can go right here, potentially. These windows, and now I'm going to talk about them inside, and I'm just giving you on the outside, but these windows all need to be replaced. They are basically being held in by tape and a couple of screws. They don't seal. It's not good. So what I would recommend, same with these ones right here. So what I would recommend is to get, just generic windows from Lowe's, just whatever, and frame it out, and then maybe put 3 on that side and then 2 over here, and basically match what we have above, which is probably what they did. So, well, we can just do that. That's, gonna have to buy some 2x4s and some windows, but other than that, that's what happens. So we got the new meter box. Hopefully, I guess we were talking about there being issues with the inspection, but that's there. Deck's looking nice. We're also going to put a sliding glass door here. You can usually get them pretty cheap, at least cheaper than those windows that would do the same thing. But so we're going to put a sliding glass door there, or if you go to Goodwill or something, they might have French doors, so we can put a double French door right there. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But going into the main living room, in here, drywall work needs to be done. Basically, just needs to get taped and sanded. Not a big deal, but there is a considerable amount throughout the entire house. So we can do that whenever. There needs to be a secure, something that can lock, some kind of door right here. That's not going to cut it because these are the 2 mains. And for one, what do you call them? One tenant to have access to both the mains, one of them starts fighting and then they shut off water. It's just, ugh, I don't know. It doesn't seem attractive to me. But this is the, where I had those pieces that were kind of flailing around. That is going to be an AC unit. We already have electrical run right there. I don't know if you can see that, but there it is. We have some sinks. I don't really know what to do with these yet, but we'll figure it out. We got 2 toilets, which we can use to replace those. And then we have, what is it, 1, 2, 3 cabinets, and a door. Door is left over from something else that's not really relevant. Anyways, oh, I think you were asking me if this one has heat on it. And it has cool, fan, and eco, and then auto, high, mid, low, and the temperature. So I don't specifically know if it heats or not. But if it does, I'll plug it in when we're here and we'll figure it out. See if it heats. If going off of that, I would assume not. Yeah. Anyways, so going into the master bedroom, that's the kitchen. This is gonna be the master bedroom. This isn't all from the leak. This is me unplugging stuff and it not being good. Anyways, recapping, all of this needs to get, that's gonna be removed, just gonna sawzall, chop, chop. That's gonna go down, and then all the, so, because I think it makes it feel a little weird, and it's not that big of a project to remove it and replace it with other stuff. But anyways, this all needs to get drywalled, as you can see. These are the recessed lighting. What happens is you get they're only like a ½ inch thick or something like that, but then you plug them into that, so you have 2. It's super easy. You just cut a hole, stick it there, and we're done. But these, basically you see where the pipes are. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna frame that down and enclose that into a box, and then drywall around it. So you'll hide everything. But anyways, after I do that, I'm also gonna cut a hole and give you an access panel. So if you ever do need to mess with stuff in here, will there already be a pre-made panel to access everything down here, so we don't have to worry about it. And that way, you can stick your head in there and, say hello to the mice or what, whatever. But this is gonna need to get framed, and there's gonna be like maybe a little cabinet for these, and locked door as well, and then drywalled. Nothing crazy, just put down. And then these are the doors that were rotten that need to have some custom fitting. The master bathroom, if what we had discussed in the past was to bring those other cabinets in and then set them as far apart as we can, and then build open shelves in the middle to bridge the gap that's going to be there. I don't know about if anybody really likes open shelves. I like open shelves, but that can be a thing. I would assume that this is not needed. The mirror thing, what I would recommend doing is to get rid of that and then just put one mirror. Just at Lowe's, we'll just buy a mirror, stick it on the wall. We don't have to worry about it. They can store their toothbrush in the drawers and whatnot. It's not a big deal. Or maybe in a mug next to the sink. That could be in the thing too. Or in the cabinet. There's plenty of places for toothbrushes. Also, there's some more polybutylene that I'm gonna have to run. That's the main one, so I'm saving that for last. But the PVC will be replaced with something better, like PEX. And we'll already have to do that anyways, but yep, there's a toilet. I wasn't planning on messing with the tub that much. We may, if the fixture's good, we'll keep it. If it leaks, we'll replace it. But other than that, we're gonna, and actually might have a shower head that we can replace that with. That doesn't look nice. Doesn't matter, no charge. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if you guys ever did surgery or planned on doing surgery, but we may have been doing surgery in a kill room. I don't know about you guys, but that's a lot of light for a bathroom. Anyways, yeah, fun stuff. So there's that. There's also, I don't think I said, there's gonna be a door here. All right, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna build a cabinet here, and then we're gonna frame out a doorway here, and it's gonna open up against the cabinet, or something along those lines. It's just, there's gonna be a door here, and it's gonna It's gonna look good right there. Going into the kitchen, he says that all the extra wiring that we had removed, or the electrician has removed. Things are open, but he said he was planning on coming by here later today and fix some stuff, get it ready for inspection. There's some more recessed lighting, which is awesome. Really like that kind of recessed lighting. Same thing with the framing and the drywall. We're going to frame that out and then put drywall on it. And what we're going to do with the drywall is something that's called strapping. So what we're going to do is right here, so you see how that 2x4 has a 2x4 going down and then another one going across. What we're going to do to give these, because we can't compress the wires, what we're going to do is we're basically going to do that like 4 or 5 more times, going down and going down like that, and then we're going to put the drywall up and screw it to these boards to you know, make them safe, make them code compliant, and make the inspector of New Bern happy. So that's what we're going to do with that. There's that. In the bathroom, in the main bathroom for the downstairs, you had mentioned something about the washer and dryer. So like right here, this is the washer and dryer area. You can see what I was telling you about cabinets. Hookup's already there, everything's there, so why change it? Just keep it the way it is. Since there's a generic lack of space, we're going to replace things with like that. They can put the toothbrush up there or something else, but overall, we just need to address that. I don't want that to happen, so that's not okay. So we're gonna address that. I think I'm gonna leave the shower insert. I mean, it's not broke, so why fix it? But we're gonna have to drywall up here. Same thing with the strapping. You know, we got some already done, but yeah. So basically, just move this vanity over, clean that really, really good, replace the fixtures, and we're off to the races. I don't know how many shutoff valves you need, but Jesus. Yeah, and then you look over here, got another shutoff valve, and I think there's more. It's just I don't know what's going on with these guys. But anyways, going into the back room, this is the area where we had talked about putting a that little AC unit. If it has heat, then we'll put it there. If not, that's fine. But this room is actually pretty good. It needs some sanding. We'll need to close that, but and then the light switch for the whatever that is. And then this is the room with the windows that need to be replaced. Basically just 2 windows right there, 2 windows right there, or 3 windows right here. Nothing crazy, but it needs to happen. Yeah, this room's actually really, really decent. Apart from the windows, the tile seems pretty good. I think it's laid on concrete, and basically just needs a wash. Like a really, really good mop. I think we're going to do some caulking to cover up some cracks. I think there's some we have a cockroach problem, but we'll try to fill in all that with caulk to prevent that. Paint it, and if you want, if this works, I'd keep this, clean it, but maybe put it in a fan, maybe not. We'll see. But other than that, the room's pretty decent. Same with in here. This is probably the least gross room in the house. Oh, and this is where you can step out onto your patio, but this is the one where it needs steps because there's only cinder blocks there. Oh, also, when I power washed, I power washed one brick and I didn't do the other brick. And that's a good representation of what chemicals will do when you power wash, or when you use chemicals when you power wash. Anyways, yeah. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I want to keep the tile. If we can keep the tile, we'll keep it. In there is a loose tile. I think that probably the best scenario would be to cut. I'll just show you. Where is it? That one's a little loose, but what we can do is we'll just pull it up and then put put glue down, and we'll just set it down and that'll be good. But this one, This one's got the crack in it. So what I would do is I would cut a grout line in that and then reset it. So then it doesn't matter that there's a crack. We made it intentional. So it's like a $5 fix compared to a bigger fix. Anyways, yeah, so we can save on flooring. We can put the vinyl in here just to make it better. It's gross. And then in here, we'll need to put down the vinyl. Same thing in there. If I can, I'm still debating on whether or not to do. So my first thought would be to leave the tile, which tile is so much better. I mean, it's just indestructible. So what I would think, my first thought would be to do is to do tile in here, and then do the vinyl in here, and run it into here, seamlessly into here, and then you see that grout line right along there, I'd cut it, and then make a transition. So then we got vinyl and tile, which to me, that's probably, I don't know, a couple $100 worth of vinyl that you're saving, that we can save. But that's the thing. So I think that's pretty much it as far as I think that's pretty much it as far as it goes regarding stuff that needs to be done. It's a lot of work. But assuming that we're gonna have some help, and assuming that we don't run into any more political problems with New Bern, we'll see about. We'll see. I understand, this is costing you money, and I understand that this needs to happen sooner rather than later. So I've been trying to get things off my plate so I can dedicate the time here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Anyways, I hope that was good enough. I don't think I'm gonna be able to upload this before I leave, but we will see.